Hi. Hi. Welcome back to this. It's the next day. I got sleep. Don't worry about me. I am very sorry about what you heard coming out of my mouth last time. Uh, I mean, I'm still really tired because here's what I had to do, okay? I had to fucking wake up super early because my mom had a car appointment. So like, I was supposed to sleep in today, but I couldn't because I had to take my mom. Because like, you know, when you go to a car appointment, you have to take your car and then there's no way of getting home, so you have to have two people there with you, you know? And, oh, how do I do it? Okay. A lot has happened since just yesterday. A lot has happened. This is really gonna date the episode, but okay. Part of me doing this is I can just kind of speak what's on my mind, and what's on my mind is that David and Liza just broke up. Oh no, I know, right? I'm sorry to remind you of horrible events. But I wanted to talk about some things because this is kind of like a YouTube thing as well. This isn't just them. This is how I have felt for a very long time. And I think I said it in like a Wind Waker video as well. But I get very concerned about Liza. I always have. Because I feel like the reason why they broke up is probably because of how stressed she is with everything that she's... I mean, I don't fucking know them, okay? I don't know them. I want to put that out. But I just want to give an analysis on what I've just been seeing, you know? Because I mean, Liza has really big goals in her life, and she's doing amazing things for not only the community, but like, you know, for everything. And I feel as though I'm never gonna finish the sentence because I'm concentrating on what the fuck I need to do. But I feel like people kind of build her up to have this perfect personality and be this perfect person, and to always... What the fuck is this? A fucking Mass Effect thing? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Whatever. Oh, now I gotta clean it. Hell yeah. It's like Splatoon, so realistic. But I just feel like everyone builds her up to be perfect, and I think she's really fucking stressed out. She has to travel all the time. She has to, you know, do all these perfect things, and she has her TV shows. She kind of works for Vogue from what I'm seeing. I don't think she actually does. I think she just represented them that one time. She works on her Nickelodeon show now, and you know, she's kind of YouTube's golden girl at this point. And there's so much pressure with that, and like traveling and doing all these things. And in the video, she literally was saying like, I'm not in a mentally okay place right now. And that fucking scared me. You know, everyone's focusing about how they broke up, but I'm like, is Liza okay? Because I don't... You know, she seems like such a caring and sweet person, and I really don't want her to be in this situation that she can't get out of, or like, you know, now she signs all these contracts and... What the fuck? That's spooky as fuck. I don't know. Do you guys know what I mean? I mean, you know, I highly doubt this will ever happen. I'm just, you know, this is all speaking in the what ifs, but like, if there comes a time where maybe I've built up the audience to a point that it starts sparking, like, I don't know, like fucking book deals or something. I'm not saying that that will happen. I'm not saying that, but I wouldn't want that, cuz the reason why I started YouTube, and I'll talk about it in my 1 year video, I guess, is what the fuck am I doing, by the way? Just don't pay attention to this. Just pay attention to what I'm saying. Okay, great. Oh, now he has to jump over the flowers. He already looks really pissed off. Am I ever gonna finish this sentence? I'm not sure. But okay. Anyways. I don't know. I wanted to spend more time with family because I have felt with my previous jobs in the past, I felt like there was so much distance between me and my family at that point, and it was really heartbreaking. And when I saw, because I was working non-stop, because when I saw my cousin get married, and when I went to her marriage and my whole family was there, and the reason why we haven't visited my dad's side of the family in so long was because everyone was so busy, and like, you know, we couldn't clear our schedules, and that fucking broke my heart, you know? Just, that made me so angry with everything, because I don't know, it makes me very uncomfortable that I've always felt this way, that like jobs can kind of control what days you're off, and like, I mean, that's just a job, right? That's called having responsibility and having like time management. But it's the same thing like when I worked at this really intense job for a really long time. Oh, Katie Bell. I read the books last night, by the way. Angelina. Oh, Padma Patuli. Anyways, I went to the ER at one point during my my thing, because can someone fucking thank you? Jesus, sometimes the AI is kind of weird. Because I was having hip problems. I have really bad hips, and sometimes having bad hips can lead to back problems, and so I was having back problems at that time, and my HR was so fucking stupid. She got fired, thank God. But she was like, you need to have a doctor's note, blah, 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 you need to have a doctor's note. And I brought the doctor's note, and she's like, no, well, now you have to fill out all this paperwork. And I had to go back and forth with my fucking doctor. And that totally... And, you know, I almost got fucking fired from my job because I had this huge emergency with my back where I couldn't walk. And I'm like, fuck that. Fuck that. I did a big fuck that to that, because jobs shouldn't control when you get sick or not, or if you have an emergency, you shouldn't have the fear of fucking having to go back to work. Like, you should fucking relax. I don't know. I've always kind of been in that mindset. I think that's just because I've always kind of like, I don't know, I've always kind of been like a leader in some sort of way, and I don't like it when people tell me what to do. So, okay, fucking show off. I hope you fall off and break your arm. Oh look, he's gonna fall off and... Okay. Just catch it. Okay, why didn't you catch it, dumbass? Oh, this is where he actually falls, right? Well, this is spoilers right here. Oh god. Oh shit. This is dramatic. I love it how it has like the actual soundtrack to the movies. That's nice. What the fuck is this? Okay, thanks. No. To finish off what I was saying, because I feel like I'm just not gonna fucking finish what I'm saying ever. When I'm... It's the same with like maternity leave. I feel like... Okay, fuck. I feel like... Okay, jobs in America, like, we don't really have that great of maternity leave. Maybe it's different in other countries, I don't know. But... It's like the same in Japan, too. I feel like people really suffer from, like, overworking, and... I don't, that's why I wanted to kind of start my own little Jiminy Jam. So that I wouldn't have to stress out about, like, you know, if an emergency popped up, I can... Oh, fuck. Okay. If an emergency popped up, I can make time for it. Or, like, if my family got sick, I can make time for it. Like, I won't have to be, like, call in from work and then have the fear of, like, getting fucking fired because of an emergency, you know? And... fuck. I'm so fucking passionate about that, like... Because I went through so much shit at my other job. And... you know, and people were just like, well, that's called having a job and being responsible and, like, whatever. But it fucking, there was really stressful points during that time of, like, overworking where I, like, wouldn't even have time to myself. I wouldn't even fucking be able to breathe. I was working, like, 60 hours a week for, like, little to fucking no money, and it's fucked, dude. And Seattle, like, if you guys ever want to fucking live in Seattle, it's so... Okay, what is this goofy shit? The reason why I'm getting so distracted right now is because of all this goofy shit that's happening. My house, and you've seen, like, my attic in my vlogs or whatever, but my house costs more than $500,000 current day, like, right now. And it's literally, like, a 2-bedroom, 0.5 bath or some shit. And it's that expensive? Like, what the fuck, dude? Seattle housing market is so horrible. And, you know, my family was like, oh, you have to work at this job in order to, like, make it, or blah 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 or whatever. And so I fell for the trap of, like, okay, I'm gonna work really hard at this, and then I tried to build a career off of, I don't know, what my family was trying to make me build my career off of, and that didn't fucking work, clearly, because it just wasn't the right job for me. I don't know. Does that make sense, guys? Jesus Christ. I know this is like... I just fucking woke up, okay? And when I wake up, I get really chatty. Can I do this? Come on. Okay, got it. I want to 100% complete this game. I'm like... I heard, like, the character lists. Where is it? Available to buy? What does that mean? Oh, I think you... It's like this in Lego Star Wars, too. I think you actually have to go buy stuff. Or whatever. Anyways. I know some of you guys like real talk. That's real talk, okay? And that's all the real talk you're gonna get. But wasn't I, like, originally talking about I think I was originally talking about Liza. Oops. Anyways, the point is, I don't know. Some people like to be overworked, and some people some people can look at jobs as a job and not like an actual like thing to worry about, and like they can keep their job life and their personal life separate, but I can't do that. So I would want, because if you're gonna be working 40 hours a week on something, you should fucking love it and be happy. And if you're not happy somewhere, then you should try to find a way to leave. Wait, how the fuck do I do this? You know what? Next episode, fucking rat adventures. Jesus Christ. Okay, goodbye.